Hi guys, I'm here today to do a review on another purse organizer. This one is by CloverSac, and it's funny because when I started my purse organizer search a while ago and I started getting interested in this idea of trying one, I had looked at this brand and I was really interested in it because it is like half the price of Samorga. These organizers only run you in the $20-ish area, $20 to $30, and that is much more affordable than Samorga. So I had looked at this company, and when I talked to my friend Lisa, she said, hey, I'll send you this Samorga for you to try for free, and I was like, okay. So that's how I ended up with my Samorga. So it's kind of funny that a few weeks after I posted my Samorga review, the company CloverSac contacted me and they were like, hey, do you want to try our product? And I was like, yeah, because I was thinking of buying one anyways before I got this Samorga. So I have to say that they did send me this product for free to try out, but I'm not being paid to make this video, and all of the opinions in this video are mine and mine only. So let's get started. This organizer is awesome. Yes, this is my true opinion. I was a little bit skeptical just because the price is so much less than Samorga that the quality may be less. And I honestly think this is a really great option for people who aren't looking for a custom fit bag organizer. Now, the big thing about Samorga is they make their organizers to custom fit certain bags. Now, clearly, the Samorga I have is for a Speedy 30. But I don't have a Speedy 30, so I'm just taking that organizer and putting it in a bunch of different bags. But the way that this company works is they have 4 different sizes that you can interchange between all different types of bags depending on the size of your bag. So they're not custom fit to certain bags, which is nice if you don't have those bags or you're not so concerned about having a custom fit. And so this one is actually called the Emma 28, and it is the second largest size. And you can see it's a little different in that it's made of a nylon fabric, which is actually really nice because I feel like it would stay a little bit cleaner than the felt that a lot of the other organizers are made out of. And also I read on their website that they have tested this nylon fabric to make sure that it doesn't leave any color transfer on the inside of your bags, which really makes me happy because that is something that I worry about all the time. So just something else to keep in mind. The thing that makes these different is that the way that they're structured is that when you receive them, they're actually flattened. And you insert these plastic pieces. There are 2 that go into the sides, and then 1 that goes into the bottom, which actually gives it the structure to stand up. Otherwise, it can be laid flat, which is kind of a nice feature if, for example, you're traveling and you want to take out these plastic pieces and you can just tuck them inside the pockets and then flatten the whole thing and put it in your suitcase. I think that's kind of cool. The con is, and I'll talk about this a little bit later when I do a side-by-side comparison between this and this Samorga, is that it does make it a little bit tougher to smush into small openings. I mean, you can, but it just feels wrong because you're kind of smushing the plastic. You can take the plastic out and get it into a bag with a smaller opening, but it just makes it definitely has more structure to it than a Samorga does. Samorga is very like smushy and malleable, and this definitely has more structure to it. So depending on your own preference and what you like and what you're really looking for in an organizer, depending on what bags you're putting it in, this may be better or the Samorga may be better. The choice is yours. So this one is red, but they have, I think, 3 or 4 different colors that you can choose from, and they have 4 different sizes, like I said, and they actually sent me another one that's a smaller size, and I'm interested to try that one because I've never tried an organizer in like my mini Florentine satchels or some of my smaller bags because I never felt like I really needed it in a smaller bag. So I'm interested to try that out maybe next week and see if I like it or not. But let me cut to a clip of a side-by-side comparison between this and the Samorga, and I'm also going to show you how I organize my stuff in here this week when I carried it. Okay guys, this is the bag that I've been carrying this week to test out this organizer, and you can see the organizer really gives it a nice shape. This one probably could stand to have a bigger size, but it works perfectly fine in here. And you guys know this bag is like a total leather puddle without the organizer, and I'll show you that at the end. So let me just open it up here. And you can see the organizer inside. And let me show you how I've organized my stuff in here. So this big, long outside pocket is where I've been putting my iPhone 8 Plus, and it fits perfect in there. And I actually really love this feature of this organizer. And then you can see inside we have a couple of tiny pockets that I haven't been utilizing. But I have my coin pouch here that has my keys in it and my wallet. But if you had a full-size wallet, it would definitely fit in any of these longer areas. And then this part where you have several little slots is where I've been keeping smaller items. So I have my sunglasses case, hand sanitizer, tissues, and then a little pouch that I carry necessities in the center. And on the outside, I have my umbrella down in the bottom. And sometimes I sit stuff on top of here if I'm carrying extra items. You can see I haven't really been utilizing these pockets, which, I mean, you can tell there's like tons of space here that I'm not using. So if you carry more items than I do, you definitely have the space to organize it. And then on these outside pockets, I have my husband just bought me this pepper spray, so I was like, thanks. I guess I'll put that on the outside for easy access. And then in this one is where I've been putting my car keys, which is awesome because I've had a much easier time finding them inside my bag. So let me take this out and show you what this bag looks like without the organizer, so you can see. Yeah, so the organizer really helps with giving this bag some structure because it really doesn't have any on its own. So now I want to show you guys kind of a quick comparison between the CloverSac and the Samorga. And you can see the sizes aren't really comparable. I think this is for a Sweetie 30, so it's a little bit bigger, but you can get an idea of like how they compare us in terms of appearance and kind of the features that they have. So you can see, at least this one that I have, they both have the outside pocket feature. This one does not have the long pocket feature. So for that reason, I think I actually prefer the CloverSac because when it comes to putting my smartphone in here, I think, stand it up in one of these pockets. But if I'm carrying a shorter bag, it does get kind of cumbersome. So I really like the big, long outside pocket feature of this one. And you can also see they're pretty similar in terms of inside pockets. This has a few smaller areas. These are all pretty similar in size. Which is fine. If you have smaller items, you can always fit them in a bigger space. But I think it's nice here that you have some variation as far as pocket size. So that I really like. What I like better about the Samorga is the malleability of it. If you have a bag with a small opening, you can really smush it and get it in there. This you can, but you have to take out some of the structure of the organizer in order to do that. I showed at the beginning of the video kind of how they have these plastic pieces in to give this organizer structure. So if you do have a bag with a smaller opening, you can take some of these plastic pieces out to get it in, but it's just not quite as easy to get in smaller bags with smaller openings, I think, as this one, which is clearly way more smushy. So that is the side-by-side comparison of the CloverSac and the Samorga. Alright guys, so that's my review of this organizer by CloverSac, and if you're interested in checking them out, I'm going to put the link to their website below so you can go take a look for yourself and decide if this is something that you're interested in. The one thing that I realized that I forgot to mention is that the weight of this is very, very light. And I really think it's pretty comparable to the Samorga in terms of weight. So if you're worried about an organizer making your bag heavy, please don't. These are so lightweight and they will not make your bag heavy. That was something I was also really concerned about before I started looking at organizers. So I'm like, oh, the last thing I want is it to make my bag more heavy. But it really, really doesn't. It is a minimal addition to the weight of your bag. So definitely, if you're thinking about it and can't really decide if you're interested or not, go for it, I say. I mean, I am totally shocked that I have enjoyed using organizers as much as I have, and I'm totally shocked that I have enjoyed using this one so much this week, especially at the cost of it, which is so affordable. So I am pleasantly surprised by my own reaction to bag organizers lately, especially this one by CloverSac, which I've really enjoyed using. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my channel today. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!